Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different. Instead of just looking at a new piece of tech, we're actually going to deconstruct the story they use to sell it. We've got our hands on the script for a pretty convincing AI tool pitch for creators, and we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how they build interest, desire, and that all-important urgency. Let's dive in.
Right off the bat, the pitch hits you with this question. And it's a brilliant hook, right? What if your content isn't the problem? Think about it. If you're a creator, you spend so much time agonizing over your content. This one question just completely reframes everything. It plants this idea that, hey, maybe there's a secret ingredient you've been missing. And of course, that gets you hooked. You have to know what it is.
Okay, so let's get into their first big point. The click is everything. The whole sales pitch really hinges on this one core idea, that this single, tiny action is what makes or breaks your success.
And boom, here it is. Your thumbnail is more important than your video. That is just brutally honest, isn't it? It's meant to be a little bit of a shock. The pitch is setting the stakes incredibly high here. It's saying your thumbnail isn't just some nice-to-have decoration, it's the gatekeeper. And if that gatekeeper doesn't let anyone in, well, nothing else matters. All that work you did on the video, poof, gone, irrelevant.
All right, next up we have the creator's frustration. So now that they've established the problem, the pitch does something really classic from a sales perspective. It finds that one thing that drives every creator crazy, that universal pain point, and then it starts to poke it. It agitates it to really make you feel the problem.
And it all starts with validation. The script acknowledges all those hours of work, the late nights, the endless scripting, trying to get every single detail just right. This is smart because it builds rapport. It's like they're saying, hey, we see you, we get how much effort you're putting in.
And just when you feel understood, bam, the gut punch. All that hard work for absolutely nothing. 0 clicks. The simplicity of that is what's so crushing. It's the digital equivalent of an empty room. Just silence. It's a really powerful way to represent failure.
And they don't stop there. This is where they really twist the knife. It's like a domino effect to failure. No clicks leads to no views. No views means no growth. And no growth, well, that means no income. See how they do that? They've connected this one little problem, getting a click, to the absolute core of why you're even doing this. Suddenly, it's not just about a metric. It feels like your entire dream is on the line.
Okay, so Section 3, the AI breakthrough. Now that they've made you feel the pain as much as possible, here comes the hero to save the day. They don't just introduce a tool. They frame it as a massive, game-changing breakthrough. This is the classic solve part of that old sales formula. Problem, agitate, and now solve. So here's the solution. Clickly. And listen to the language they use. It's an AI that analyzes viral thumbnails. Those keywords are so important. It immediately tells you this isn't about guesswork or being a great artist. It's about data. It promises to basically reverse engineer what's already working, taking all that human error and frustration right out of the picture.
And then they hit you with this number, 60 seconds. This is so crucial. Remember that hours of work pain point from before? This is the direct antidote. They're basically saying you can swap all those frustrating hours for just 1 minute of automated success. It's an incredibly powerful promise. And if you're thinking, okay, but is it complicated to use? They answer that right here. It's just 4 simple steps. Paste a link, let the AI do its thing, pick an option, and you're done. They're making it crystal clear. You don't need to be a design expert. You don't need a degree in marketing psychology. They're taking this incredibly powerful technology and making it accessible to literally anyone.
All right, so moving on. This next part is all about connecting the dots. Section 4, engineering attention into income. This is where they show you how this cool tech actually helps you make money.
I think this next part is really smart. They say the product itself doesn't pay you. It's not a money printer. Instead, it's like a key. And what does it unlock? The one thing that actually does lead to money, attention. By framing it this way, they sound more credible, right? They're managing your expectations, but still promising you the most valuable thing a creator can get. And here's how that attention turns into cash. They lay out the whole funnel for you. It all starts with more clicks. That leads to more views, then more subscribers, and that's when all these other doors open up. YouTube ads, affiliate marketing, your own products, sponsorships. The point they're making is that getting that first click isn't the finish line, it's the starting pistol for your entire business.
Okay, So to make this all feel a bit more real, they throw in some data. A bar chart showing your click-through rate, or CTR, doubling. Now, going from 3% to 6% is a huge deal. We don't know if that's typical or just the best-case scenario, but that's not really the point. The point is to take that fuzzy idea of more attention and turn it into a hard number that screams growth.
Now, this is fascinating. Right after making that huge claim about doubling your CTR, look what they do. They pull back. They say, hey, this is not a get-rich-quick system. That's so clever because it builds trust. They're basically saying, look, we're not selling you snake oil. We're offering you a real, tangible advantage in the one area where almost everyone fails, just getting the click. It makes them seem way more credible right before they go in for the close.
And that brings us to the final section, the closing window. Every good sales pitch has to answer the big question. Okay, but why should I buy this now? This whole section is designed to create that feeling of urgency.
So here's how they do it. And notice, it's not about a 50% off sale that ends at midnight. It's way more strategic. The argument is that because this tool is so new, it gives you a temporary, massive advantage. It's all about that first mover advantage. The early adopters are the ones who are going to see the biggest results.
This is just a masterclass in creating FOMO. You know, the fear of missing out. The logic is simple. The tool is new, so not many people are using it yet. That creates this golden window of opportunity for you. But, and this is the killer line, that window is closing. They're framing doing nothing not just as missing out on a gain, but as actively choosing a future loss.
And this is how they leave you, with this one powerful question. It completely flips the script on your decision-making process. Suddenly, you're not thinking about, can I afford this tool? You're thinking, what's the cost if I don't do this? What's the cost of waiting? It turns a simple purchase into this critical strategic choice about your future. You're left thinking not about what you have to gain, but about everything you stand to lose. Just a really fascinating piece of persuasive engineering, from top to bottom.